Alrighty, let's get wet and wild. Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Chad. This week, welcome back to the Road to Jlpt victory. I'm having to talk a little bit quieter because I'm outside and I have neighbors. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. I will try not to gaggle on forever. Let's jump right into what changed. If you guys realize this, last week there was not a Road to Jlpt victory video because I was in Seattle, which was beautiful. The homeless people were stunning. I'm glad you guys keep them as art pieces up there. However, we will see what we did in the last 2 weeks instead of, I guess, just last week. So I had a major milestone this week. We did 8,000 total inputted words on my Memrise deck, which, oh my gosh, that felt good. We're currently at 8,040, which is pretty freaking sweet. If you guys want, I think I still have it on my Google Docs, but I will put a link in the description to all of the decks that I made if you guys want to use them. As for new words, in the last 2 weeks, I only learned 44 new words because, I was in Seattle last week and I kind of gave myself a bit of a break when it comes to traveling. But if I was to be on track, I should be at 60 this week, so I'm only 16 short. It's okay. I'm not going to beat myself over the head with it. I also am up to 70 pieces of grammar, which means I'm averaging about 10 new pieces of grammar a week, so that's actually faster than I expected. So the nice thing is I should be done with grammar way, way early, and grammar is actually like one of the things I'm worst at, so I need as much time to review and get good at it as humanly possible. I should be all the way caught up on my Kanji up to now. I just review it like I normally review, but I haven't done like an in-depth review yet, but I know 1400, which is more than you need for the N2 for sure. I also did just the normal reading that I always do, and listening wise, I was a little lax this current week, because my brain was fried from Greek class in school, because I'm also a student at the graduate level, so my brain was toast, and I was like, oh, I can either go to sleep right now or I can spend an hour listening to Japanese talk shows. So I did do listening practice, I just didn't do as much as I probably should. Now, this was long awaited. I told you guys about the JLPT practice test. If you guys want, I'll put a link in the description down below to a page. This is from the official JLPT website. This is actually the official JLPT from 2012. This is the one that they handed everyone out and graded as the real JLPT, and it's broken down by level. You can also get the listening segments as well as the listening scripts, the answer sheets, even the writing bubble sheets. It's the real test. I am going to be doing one segment of this every single week. This segment I chose vocabulary and kanji because I figured it would be probably my best. Last year when I took the JLPT, I think I failed this segment. I got a 29. You technically need a 33 minimum in a segment to pass, and then a 50% overall on the test to pass, and I got like a 29, so I was super duper close. But this guy we took, and I just finished it. I wouldn't make you guys sit through me marking bubbles. The thing that I noticed, I actually could read just about everything on the sheet, which is amazing. Like literally almost everything. I have this all, it was blowing away, but you can see I have it written down. And what I usually do is when I read the question, I will instantly put a little star next to it if I have no idea what it is, and that means this needs to be in your deck this week to study. It just means that I have to guess, which I don't like guessing. So after that, I then pick if I don't know it offhand, if I know it perfect, I'll just mark it and go through. If I don't know it, you guys can see how there's little lines. I'll put a line next to the one that basically my best two options. I circle the one that I think is the best, and then the one that I would do second, I underline, and it'll tell me how close I am to getting it. And if I get it, what that means is I have to go through both of those words, those phrases, whatever it is, and I have to really make sure I understand them and understand how to use them in their context, so that way my mix-up doesn't happen again. Because again, I'm sure you guys know this, tests aren't exactly the best way to prove that you know Japanese, but to me, I started learning Japanese with the goal of passing the N2, regardless of if N2 makes you fluent or if you understand real Japanese. By taking the N2, I just want it for me. I like to start a journey and I like to finish it, and so if I'm gonna keep doing Japanese, I do need to finish this thing that I told myself I was gonna do. Now, I did take this test just a little bit ago. I only did the vocabulary and kanji section. There's a vocab kanji, a grammar, a listening, and a reading section. Every week I'll be doing a new one. I officially got, and I should say this, because this is my first week, I'm going in raw. I did no practice tests before this. I've done nothing for this except for literally reviewing and running flashcards and just the normal stuff that I do. I haven't done any test prep. So week one, these next four should be all my worst scores. Hopefully these are my worst. But week one, on the vocabulary kanji test, I got a 16 out of 32. So I got a 50% straight up, which is awesome because on this test last year, I got a 29. That's a 100% increase in 1 year. 50% also, you only need 33%, 33 repeating, of course, in every section to pass each individual section. And then on top of that, you need 50% over the whole test to pass. So you can't just do like 30, 30, 30, 30 because you'll still fail because your total has to be at least above 50. So the fact that I got a 50% on this means I'm already okay. If I could do at least this good on everything else, I have passed the test and it's only September. So I'm feeling good about that. I definitely see a place where I can improve. That's the other thing is each page when you guys do these practice tests has a different way to look at the vocabulary, the kanji, and the words. They're all kind of different. I don't have time to go into explain that without dragging on. But whichever page, if you guys notice that on one page you got like all of them right, don't worry about that. Just put them to the side or maybe you only got one wrong. I had a page in here where I got every single one wrong. That scares me because if I can even get that up to like getting 2 or 3 right, that brings my total average up massively. I even wrote like I wrote a little sad face and says needs work. So this week, I'm going to be working really hard to go over these 5 things, but also this format of JLPT questions because I want to be very, like working on the stuff you already are good at isn't going to help you very much because you're already good at it. Work on the stuff that you're terrible on and the stuff that makes you want to slam your head against the wall because if you can increase the floor, like the floor level of your suck, it'll increase everything above that, right? Start at the foundation of where you're bad at instead of building on a roof that you're already good at because your foundation's unstable. All right, that's enough lecturing for this week. Same thing, I'm gonna be doing this again next Saturday. If you guys like this video, be sure to like it down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or compliments, leave them in the comment box down below. I do read all of them. If you like this series, I wanna hear it because if you guys don't like it, I won't do it. But if you do enjoy this series, I would enjoy you telling me. Next week, I think I'm gonna be doing grammar, which I believe is my worst subject. So we'll see how well my test results go with that. If you guys would like to follow along with this, I highly advise you do this exact thing. If you see me taking one of these practice tests, print it out yourself. If you guys see I'm working through a book or whatever, find a PDF on it online. I think it'd be cool to see all of us go through this together and then all of us go in as one united Chad front to the JLPT in December. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tonight I do have a live stream, so if you guys have any questions about what happened directly, if you guys just want to hang out, the live stream's super fun. It'll be at 9 p.m. Mountain Time, so whatever that is for you guys. Come hang out. I'll be live in, well, I guess at recording this it's noon, so I'll be live in 9 hours. But whenever this goes up, it'll probably be live in like 4 hours. So just keep an eye out for the notification. All right, that's it, guys. Have a good week. I will see you next time.